Hello and welcome to the final round of the Joel Clay Championship. Now, I'm really sorry, this video should have been up so long ago. We're actually in a new decade now, but I haven't been particularly well, so I haven't got around to uploading the video, and I'll probably still end up coughing a few times in this video, which I apologise if it's really irritating. I've got quite a few things that I want to say in this video, but I always end up not being able to say everything, even though I'm talking for 10-15 minutes. It's quite incredible. But yeah, we start here with qualifying. You're probably wondering what the hell's going on, but we're all just doing donuts to sort of say thank you to Joel for the effort he's put into the championship, and he red flagged the session because he didn't really know what was going on. It was quite funny, and we're all wearing special helmets that were made by Fox. Really good design. He's great at making helmets. If you want to have a look at some great helmets on this game, I definitely recommend looking at what he's done. But yeah, moving on now to my best lap. I really wasn't looking forward to this race for the whole season. This track, I don't really play it, but I don't get along with it. There's something about it that I'm not really a fan of. It just doesn't really work for me, so I wasn't looking forward to this one. And with all the havoc at the start of the qualifying session, then we didn't have much time to actually do a qualifying lap, and I managed to just get in this one lap here, but it wasn't the greatest. But as we come through the corkscrew, I get that right, which I don't often get right. I'm actually up on the pole position time, which I don't know whether the game was broken or what was happening there, but that seemed very strange because I know that I don't excuse me, get on with this track. But as we come across the start finish line to complete our lap, I actually do an 18-1, which isn't too bad. But the thing that was interesting was I was losing so much time in that final sector as Johan takes pole position. That's his 4th pole position of the season. And we've actually had 7 different riders on pole position throughout the whole championship, but it's only been Johan who's managed to take pole position more than once, and that was his 4th of the season. Great job by him. But as we look to start over the race, I'm back in 6th position, and the lights go out and I get a decent start, not too bad. But as we come up down here, the Suzuki gets a wheelie. I have to back off a bit to prevent that, to avoid getting hit, and everyone comes piling through, and then all of a sudden we're a bunch of skittles. Everyone gets knocked down, and amazingly I survive. I mean, wow, that never usually happens, and I'm up into 5th position. Then no, Ethan crashes out. That's really unlucky for him. He had a brilliant qualifying. He was up in 4th position, which ironically is the best place to start on the grid in this championship. 4 victories, nearly half, have come from that 4th spot on the grid, but I don't think that'll be happening today with Ethan sadly having an unfortunate crash there. But as we come up the hill here, Asfregiato just has a bit of an issue on the exit, and I go around the outside. There's not much room. I'm forced wide to do a Marquez Rossi, Stoner Rossi-esque maneuver. Luckily don't get a penalty for it and move up into 4th position, which was a nice little exciting start to the race. Up 2 positions. This excuse me, is unlike me, especially at a track like this that I'm not really a fan of, so I was really pleased to get off to a good start as the top 3, Johan, Danny and Fox, fight for the lead. The other thing in this race that was an issue was penalties. I was racking up all kinds of penalties. You saw one there, I think, just getting a penalty for going out a bit too wide on sort of turn 1, turn 2, which seems a bit unfair to me. I don't mean to do it. I don't feel I'm gaining a huge advantage, but that's the joys of Laguna Seca, I suppose. Not much I can do about that, but yeah, this race, I just really wanted to say thank you to Joel. He's done an amazing job in this championship, sorting, as I get another penalty there, sorting out each round. It's just, I know how hard it is, and every single round he's found wild cards. He's just keeping everyone that we already had in the championship is a task in itself, because people often like to sort of give up and don't see things through, but he's done a fantastic job of keeping everybody in. Always we've had full races, and the commentary and the videos that he provides with the spectator camera are absolutely brilliant. He always catches the best of the action, and you can watch all those videos of the championship on his YouTube channel, Joel Clay GP. But as we just come into here, Danny has an issue. I don't know what happened there. The rear end just goes out of nowhere. I'm guessing he was running EB4, and it can do that sometimes, but that's really unfortunate for him. But it moves us up into third position, which I wasn't expecting. Fox now leading the race, my teammate. He's having a brilliant run. He really likes this track. So a 1-3 for the Petronas team is certainly something that I wouldn't expect. So I'm really pleased to be in third position right now. That's sorry, excuse me, something that I wouldn't have expected at the start of the race, that's for sure. I'm just looking here. I made a bit of a spreadsheet of different stats of the races. Joanne has a crash, sadly, there, and that moves us up into second position, which is great. I was just saying, yeah, I made a bit of a spreadsheet to see what some of the stats were for the championship, just out of interest, and there's some really interesting excuse me, statistics about the championship that really go to show how close the racing is. I mean, talking of pole positions, every single pole position except for one round was separated. The top two were separated by 1/10 of a second or less, which is, it's just incredible. As we come up into here, Ellie Ghost out of nowhere just comes along, and well, yes, that happened, and again, I love tap there on the exit, and that was really unfortunate because I was in second place, and Joanne was quite far back after his crash, and things were going so well. A 1-2 finish would have been brilliant. I would have loved to have ended the championship on a high there. As Ellie Ghost comes through, I thought, right, well, he can go, he can do his thing. I don't want to be involved in any more incidents. But yeah, that was really unfortunate. It was a shame. I guess he was a bit confused as Joanne goes wide up ahead with his braking point, because at the previous corner he ran wide, and I'm guessing that affected his momentum, and he tried to brake a bit too late. I'm not sure. Maybe he would have made the corner if I wasn't there. I don't know. But yeah, that was really unfortunate. But these things happen in racing. But we've actually caught up to Joanne now. That final corner being a pain. People like to go over on the green on exit, and I lost about 3 years worth of time because I didn't do that. But that's the way things go. But yeah, back onto the stats. You might not find this interesting, but I find things like this interesting. The closest qualifying session was actually the first race at Qatar, where the top three, myself, Suitho and Karsuk, were separated all by less than a 10th, which is quite incredible, as Ellie Ghost up ahead, battling with Joanne, has some issues, goes across the curb. I go back up into third position, which I'll certainly take a podium. That would be brilliant at this track, considering I hate it. But the penalty that I've got could be an issue. Excuse me. 0.7 of a second. could be a problem. I guess it's down to whether Ellie Ghost himself has a penalty, and if he does, how big will that penalty be? As Fox takes a brilliant win, I'm really pleased for him. Certainly deserved it, one of the fastest riders in the championship, so for him to get a win here in the final round is absolutely brilliant, and maybe I can join him on the podium. But no, I miss out by just a tenth of a second. Nacho taking a good 6th position there. Excuse me, but it's a great win for Fox by 6 seconds. That's actually the biggest winning margin we've had for the whole of the championship. And here are the final championship standings. I just hold on to 2nd place thanks to the victory that I got in Phillip Island. Myself and Joanne join on the same amount of points, but because I have that victory, that allows me to take the 2nd position. But it's really close all the way down the standings. I mean, 8th position down to 11th is so close. That could have been anybody's. Excuse me. But yeah, really close championship. I really enjoyed it. I know some of the races have been disappointing at times with the incidents, but overall it has been really fun, and Joel has done a fantastic job and contributed to the enjoyment, definitely with the effort and he's put in, and the videos he's created are just incredible. And I thought I'd just do a little top 3 of my favourite overtakes. No sound, I'm afraid, because otherwise you'd hear me twice, and the original footage doesn't work thanks to PlayStation. But I just at Mugello here get past these 2 Ducatis, MX Victor and Rare Montada, and they just reminded me of the Mugello race itself this year, with Marquez, Dovi and Petrucci on the final lap. It was a really nice overtake. I won't be able to do that one again. And number 2 at Le Mans against MX Victor, I believe. And this corner is so hard to do, and it was such a clean overtake. I'll always remember that one. That was really enjoyable for me to do, because it was so clean on such a difficult corner. It was very satisfying. I really enjoyed that one. But number 1 has to be the final overtake at Jorge Lorenzo corner at Jerez against Nacho. It's on the final lap. There's something about this corner, and it was set up so well, and myself and Nacho had a brilliant battle throughout this race. There was something just so satisfying about getting an overtake at the final corner, and that is my favourite overtake of the championship. And overall, Nacho has been a fantastic rider to ride against in the championship. He's so clean, and yeah, that was definitely one of my favourite moments, that's for sure. But yeah, if you want to watch all of the races, then head over to Joel's channel. He's got other fantastic videos on there as well, as well as all the championship videos. But they're absolutely brilliant. He commentates over them all. It's it's like watching an actual MotoGP race. I love them. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to him, and thank you to everybody who was in the championship. The riding and everything was brilliant. Everyone was great, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. But thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time.